Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. We are doing a solo day in the life. It is Anthony's first day back at work and I'm home alone with both children. Lily's actually with her dad, so I don't have her help either. Not like she would help me to begin with. So we had a really rough morning this morning. I got up with Alfie around 1 in the morning. I pumped, had his milk all ready to go, and then he woke up around maybe 2:30 in the morning again, and Anthony took him, and between 2:30 and like 4:30 Anthony had him. I don't know really know what's going on. I went back to bed and Ollie was in my bed. Let me put that out there. For some reason Ollie's not sleeping in his bedroom. He thinks there's like something under his bed. We have a dimmable light. He has the light on like pretty much all night. He has the TV on and he's just like waking up in the middle of the night and ending up in our bed. And I will also point out that he didn't go to bed until like 10 o'clock last night because Anthony was getting ready to go to work. He wakes up at 2:30 in the morning. So he was trying to get himself together this morning, or last night. So I have both kids, and every time I told Ollie to go upstairs and go to bed, he wasn't. So yeah, I hear them. Okay, buddy. So that the 2:30 to 4:30 this morning, I don't know what was going on. He ended up back in his bassinet by like 4:30, because Anthony had to go off to work. Yeah, I hear him. He's actually training for the next 2 weeks, so he doesn't have to be in until 5, and he didn't know that until this morning. So we ended up in the bassinet and Anthony went off to work, and he was freaking out for like a whole hour. I don't know what happened in the 2 hours that I left him with Anthony, but he was crying. He had like a whole bottle, and he was fighting sleep. So I'm pretty sure he was just overtired because Anthony didn't put him down like immediately. During the nighttime, he pretty much just eats and goes right back down to bed, because it takes him like 30 minutes to finish his milk. And in between the milk, I stop him halfway, burp him, and I make sure to change his diaper at that point, so then I don't have to like fully wake him back up. After he drinks his milk, I just burp him and then he just falls back to sleep. And it's been like a good routine for the last couple of days, to keep him to go to sleep. But I don't know what happened between him and Anthony this morning. Like I said, I haven't really talked to Anthony, but he was having a whole meltdown, which caused Ollie to have a whole meltdown because he was tired. He was overexhausted, because he was up till 10, woke up in the middle of the night, ended up in our bed, and then Alfie was crying at 4:30 in the morning. So that went on for about an hour with both of them. We ended up coming down here. I tried to get him to settle, and then I eventually got him to settle, and we went upstairs, and then he started freaking out again. I gave him the rest of his bottle, and he eventually went down, and then we slept. I slept until like 7:30, almost 8 o'clock, and then Ollie slept until like 8:30. Alfie got up with me because I wanted to bring him down here so he wouldn't wake up Ollie. He woke up, had a bottle, and then he went back down. I also was able to pump while I was feeding him, so like while the bottle was warming up, I put on my breast pumps and I kind of just fed him for the 30 minutes while I pumped. So that kind of worked out, and now he's still sleeping, and he's been asleep for like 2.5 hours. I don't know when he's gonna wake up. I don't wake the sleeping baby. When he gets up is when he gets up. So he's sleeping, and to be honest, he'll probably wake up in the next 30 minutes or so. I just think he's just so overtired that he's like knocked himself out. So he's sleeping, and I pumped again, so there's milk in the fridge for when he eats again. This is like the pump from this morning, so his bottle's ready to go when he wakes up. I have his clothes all set out, and while he's been napping, I got Ollie fed, dressed. I got all of the pumping parts sanitized and ready to go for the second round. I got myself ready, I brushed my teeth. I didn't take a shower because I didn't know how much time I had, so I just threw on the sweater over top of my nursing tank top, because that's basically what I've been wearing is nursing tank tops, and I'm just like, the sweater's just like laying around the house and I'm putting it on. It's the sweater that I got from Brooklyn. Her shop is live on Etsy, but she also has a TikTok. where she's doing like orders from there as well. So if you want this, she can also change out the saying. It says in my mom era, so you could switch it out to like whatever you want, in my mom dog era, in my aunt era, in my grandmom era, whatever. And she also has t-shirts as well, if you want to check it out. So this has been laying around, and I kind of just have been throwing it on over my nursing tank when I'm not nursing. I got the house all together yesterday. I did the laundry, I got the fridge all stocked up, I did all the restocking. I did some of that this morning as well because the bedroom is just kind of a hot mess. I did the wipes and diapers and made sure like upstairs is ready for tonight. I also found that if I pump at like 10 o'clock, I can get his bottle ready, but it's so cold in our bedroom because of the air conditioner being on. I brought up a cooler and I just put the hot milk, well, the warm milk, in the cooler without any ice or anything, and it kept it nice and warm, so he's not drinking cold milk. I have found that he does not like cold milk. Ollie didn't like it cold either, so instead of having to come down here and wait like 6 minutes for it to heat up, I have it pumped and ready to go in a cooler. So if you're like me and you're pumping and you don't, you know, want to keep coming downstairs to warm up milk because your child is super specific, put it in a cooler and it'll stay warm. Also, I tried putting him on the boob this morning because he was freaking out and the milk was taking 6 minutes to warm up, and he was just not happy about that. I think because I was so full, I had like 3 letdowns. I'll talk about that in a second, but I had 3 letdowns on the way down here this morning. In the 10 minutes that he was like crying, I was so full that like he could barely even get my boob in. So he just would not latch, and I'm pretty sure he has a tongue tie because his tongue doesn't go all the way up the way that Ollie didn't. So I think I might get him checked at his next doctor's appointment, and try to get that snipped, so he has better feedings. I feel like he's struggling to get like the nipple like towards the back of his mouth and sucking correctly, and that's why it's taking so long for him to eat, and he's struggling to eat. So yeah, and then the letdown situation, I am having nothing but crazy letdowns. I didn't have this with Ollie. Everything creates a letdown. I will randomly let down here, there, anywhere. The vibrators, the massagers make me let down before I even start pumping because I put them on to soften everything up. If I hear him cry, if I get like kind of emotional, letdowns everywhere. So yeah, my first solo day is going kind of crazy, and I'm hoping it gets a little bit better. I can't really talk to Anthony because he's, you know, training today, so I can't call him and tell him how everything's going. I kind of just have to suck it up and do what I need to do, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm just trying to like get us back onto a schedule. Ollie should be starting school in the next 2 weeks, if not the week after. I'm still waiting for his physical. Having trouble with the doctor's office. We switched doctors like 2 years ago, and when he needed a physical last year to go to school, they did, like his new doctors did it. Now they're telling me they don't have all of his vaccination records from the other doctors, so I'm struggling. It's been 3 weeks. I've been trying to get the vaccination records transferred from the old doctors to the new doctors, and it's been nothing but problems. So I'm hoping that they, when I call today, they have his vaccinations and that he can get his physical done and I can send it over to the school, because I'm nervous that they're not going to accept him for this year coming. I think there's like a deadline and we're getting to it. So I have to call them. That's like top priority today, and I think I have to film like 2 TikToks. I don't even know. I haven't looked at anything. I'm just kind of like trying to survive the day, and I wanted to film this over TikTok, so that's what's happening. He's starting to wiggle, so I'm going to pick up the camera a little bit later when I'm not dying. This little guy is up. He's changed. He's fed. He's doing some nap time right now till he's ready for his nap again. He slept for 3 hours. Yeah. And no one ever warned you how big your kid looks after you have a baby. Ollie. Yeah, Ollie looks really big compared to him. We're still not doing like formal tummy time yet because he still has a part of his umbilical cord on. It's very small, but I'm just nervous about it getting infected, so it's still on there. So he's not really doing tummy time, so we're doing limited mat time to avoid some issues with his head. We mostly carry him around, to be honest. Hello, beautiful boy. Hello. I am currently trying to pump because I have been trying to get Alfie down for like 45 minutes now, and he's starting to move again. I'm trying to get at least like a 10-minute pump going, and I don't know what this noise is, but like every time he's upstairs in the bedroom, there's like this clicking noise, and it's being picked up on the camera, and every time it happens, it wakes him up, and we can't figure out what the hell it is. So he's moving now. Great. All right, I've been trying to get this one to bed since 11. It's been on and off since 11. It's like 2 o'clock now. I was able to pump for like 20 minutes because I kept distracting him. Ollie is kind of just like glued to the iPad because I cannot do anything with him because I have this baby up my butt. He just will not nap. I don't know what the problem is. And he just is like cluster feeding all of a sudden. He's just non-stop eating. I pumped like 8 ounces and he already went through 5 and he wanted more, so that's what he's doing right now. I'm trying to eat my lunch. I have been trying to eat my lunch for over an hour now, and I just can't get to it. Thanks, buddy. I got it. Yep, thank you. And Ollie's trying to be as helpful as possible, but it's just like I feel bad because I have been glued to this baby. So this is what he's been doing. He pretty much like will not take the bottle. He'll stop eating, and then I'll pull the bottle out, and then he just wants the bottle again. As soon as he's done, and I'm trying to like give him the pacifier, he won't take it. I don't know what his problem is, and he's falling asleep while eating. So yeah, I'm kind of on the struggle bus today. I did get a hold of Ollie's school, and I got a hold of his doctor's office. They told me that they got his information and they could send me the form. Thank God, because the school needed the forms in like 4 days or Ollie would lose his spot. So, just in time. So, I'm trying to get him to sleep, and I'm gonna eat my lunch. Let me know if you have like kids with age gaps. I was trying to have Alfie when Ollie was like 2, and I feel like I probably would have had an easier time because then like at least I would have a break because Ollie would take a nap. Ollie doesn't take a nap anymore, which honestly he probably should take a nap today since he hasn't really slept well in a couple of days due to being scared. But yeah, give me some advice for your age gap because I feel like I'm focusing non-stop on this one and he's being neglected at the moment, especially because I'm home alone and I'm doing this by myself. And like I said, I was trying to put Alfie to bed for like 45 minutes upstairs, and Ollie was just down here watching TV. I feel bad, but there's like nothing I could do when I have to like focus on the newborn. I have had an unbelievable day with this little guy. He just would not sleep, and I think that's the last time I mentioned anything. Hello. When Anthony got home, he slept on Anthony for like 2.5 hours. So I think he's a little gassy. So we did some bicycle legs, and he did get some out, right? Yes, you did. And he's a little bit more calm now, so hopefully that works, right? I pumped when Anthony got home. We had dinner, but it's been a really rough day. And I did mention earlier, if you have like a little age gap, Ollie is 4.5 years older than Alfie. Please let me know how you did it, because like I said, I tried putting Alfie down for a nap, and Ollie had to sit down here for like 45 minutes while I was trying to do that. And yeah, it's kind of like chaotic. So if you have the age gap, what did you do with your other one while you were, you know, trying to get the other one to sleep or whatever? So Ollie doesn't nap anymore, and it's kind of just like when he's in the room with us, he's kind of loud and all over the place, and he's making noises. Oh, bless you. And it's just hard to get things done with the time period in between. In between him going to sleep and then him waking up. It's not very long during the day, apparently. But yeah, we had like a rough morning and then a rough afternoon, but we had like a good in between, I'll say. Between 8 o'clock and like maybe 12 o'clock, we had like a really good stretch for 4 hours, right? We had a good time, and then all of a sudden it just went downhill for some reason. I don't know what happened. We'll just have to hope that it's like a better day tomorrow. But I'm down here with Alfie. Anthony's putting Ollie to sleep, and hopefully he sleeps in his own bed tonight, so it's not all chaotic for everybody. He's starting to get a little antsy. He's ready for bed. My last pump of the night is gonna be at like 9 o'clock, so I'm trying to just hang out with Alfie until then. Do you want the rest of your bottle? Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna hang out with him until I have to pump again, and hopefully he's asleep. If not, I'll have to take him up to Anthony. But Anthony is gonna be going to bed after he puts Ollie to sleep. So I'm just gonna end the video here. It's been a crazy hectic first solo day. I hope like this being as me being as realistic as possible is relating to some of you mamas out there, because I feel like I'm kind of just like going crazy right now, and I hope I'm not alone. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave any questions in the comment section down below. I answer every single comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.